Hello friends, hi. So welcome you all to the next session on differentiation. Class, previous many videos we have been working different topics on differentiation. Okay, and in the previous session we have done the concept of logarithmic differentiation. So in the first video, first part we have already done few problems on logarithmic differentiation. Okay, so we are going to continue with the same topic in this session also. Okay, are you ready? We shall directly get on to the topic now. So the first question we are going to see today is y is equal to log x whole power x. Okay, as our regular procedure is, take the given equation as given function as equation 1. We all know the first step is taking log on both sides, isn't it? So if you take log on both sides, you get log y is nothing but log of log x whole power x, isn't it? So now using the logarithmic rule, left hand side there is no change. Log y is equal to, remember the rule. What is the rule? Log of m power n can be written as n log m. So using that, the power will be multiplied. I'll get x into log of log x. Okay, so this will be my equation 2, or you can consider it equation star, whatever you can name it. Okay, now I'm going to differentiate equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, see what happens. Now derivative of log is nothing but 1 by y into, because it is y, it is dy by dx. Okay, this is nothing but, I have a product rule here. So keep first function as it is, x into log of log x. So x as it is, derivative of log x is, I hope you remember, it is 1 by x log x. But we are going to solve it. Derivative of log of something, it's like f of x. Derivative of log of f of x is 1 by f of x into derivative of this log. Okay, 1 by x. We are familiar with these questions in the previous session also. Okay, plus, now keep log of log x as it is, derivative of x. Now what is derivative of x? It is 1, isn't it? So moving on, I'll get 1 by y into dy by dx will be, I'll get, now if you multiply, this x and x will be cancelling. I will have 1 by log x plus this is log of log x. Okay, you can either make some arrangements here. Okay, so I have dy by dx is nothing but y into, if you take the LCM on the right hand side, you will get the denominator will be log x, isn't it? So here I have 1 plus log x into log of log x. Remember, I'm doing nothing here, just taking the LCM. Therefore, dy by dx is nothing but, substitute for y from equation 1, y is nothing but log x whole power x. Okay, divided by, I have log x in the denominator, 1 plus log x into log of log x. You can do one more term here. The numerator I have log x whole power x. So here I have one term, one power in the denominator. You can substitute using the law of indices. What does it say? A power m divided by a power n can be written as a power m minus n. So I'm going to use it. So I'll get log x whole power x minus 1 into just the numerator, 1 plus log x into log of log x. Remember, left hand side is dy by dx. So this is the derivative or dy by dx of the above given function. Okay. Now let me consider the next question. I have y is equal to x power log x. It is just the alternate form of log x power x. So consider this as equation 1. Okay, we all know the first step is taking log on both sides. isn't it? Okay, so if you take log on both sides, I will get log y is nothing but log of x power log x. Remember, this is log of x power log x. Now the left hand side will be log y. This is nothing but, remember, the power can be multiplied using the law of logarithmic, isn't it? We know it. Log of m power n can be written as n log m. So using it, I'll get log of x into, actually I'll get log of x, isn't it? So what happens? Log y is nothing but log x into log x. I can treat it as log x whole square. Okay, so this is my equation 2. Okay, so I've got my equation 2. Now I'm going to differentiate equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, see what I'm going to get. So let's continue. I have log y is equal to log x whole square. Now derivative of log y is, we know, 1 by y into dy by dx. Derivative of log y is 1 by y into derivative of y is dy by dx. This is nothing but, now right hand side is like f of x square. Now what is derivative of x square? We know it is 2 times x. So it is derivative of f of x square is 2 times f of x into derivative of log, isn't it? Derivative of log is 1 by x. Okay, very simple thing, you should be careful. So derivative of x square is 2x. In the same way, derivative of f of x square is 2 times f of x into differentiation of f of x, that is log x. Derivative of log x, we know it is 1 by x. Therefore I have dy by dx is nothing but y into, let us multiply this, 2 times log x whole divided by x. Okay, so don't be over smart enough to cancel this x and x, please be careful. Therefore my final step, dy by dx is nothing but, substitute back y. What is y? Y is nothing but x power log x, okay, into 2 log x divided by x. Okay, so this is the derivative of the function x power log x. Okay, shall we move to the next one? Okay friends, we are moving on to some different types of problems on logarithmic differentiation. Okay, now consider this question. I have y is equal to cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. You might be wondering, what are we going to do with logarithmic differentiation for this problem? Yes, you are right, but you can also use logarithmic differentiation to solve this. How are you going to do it? So take it as equation 1 here. Okay, so according to a regular procedure, taking log on both sides. Okay, unless they tell you to differentiate the following with using logs, if this question is given, you can use product rule itself. Okay, but let us see the concept of logarithmic differentiation for this question. Okay, so if you take log on both sides, I will get log y is nothing but log of cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. Okay, this is log of. Okay, now left hand side is log y. This is nothing but, remember one basic thing. Okay, now log of m into n can be written as, can be split up as log m plus log n. Similarly, if you have log m n o or p, let me say log m n p, it can be written as log m plus log n plus log p. Did you get it? Okay, let us use it here. So now I can write this as log of cos x, yes, good, log of cos 2x, right, you are guessing it, plus what? Log of cos 3x, fantastic. Okay, so this is my equation 2. Okay, did you get it? Okay, now differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. See what happens. Derivative left hand side is log y. We've been using doing this. Derivative of log y is 1 by y into dy by dx. This is nothing but, now what is derivative of cos x? Log of cos x. Derivative of log is 1 by cos x, isn't it? Into, what is derivative of cos? Minus sine. Okay, plus now derivative of again log of cos 2x is 1 by cos 2x into what is derivative of cos 2x? Remember, derivative of cos 2x is it is minus sin 2x into 2, or you can write it as minus 2 sin 2x, okay, plus derivative of log of cos 3x is 1 by cos 3x, okay, into you can write it as minus 3 into sin 3x. Okay, please be careful. This is a very simple step. So I have 1 by y into dy by dx is nothing but minus, what is sin by cos? It is minus tan x. Okay, again plus into minus will be minus, this 2 will be multiplied before. Now sin 2x by cos 2x can be written as tan 2x, isn't it? Okay, again plus of minus will be minus, 3 will be multiplied, sin 3x by cos 3x will be tan 3x. Okay, now I'll multiply y here, dy by dx is nothing but, I'm going to take minus common outside here because minus is common in all the three terms, and this y will be multiplied. Okay, so I will be left over with tan x plus 2 times tan 2x plus 3 times tan 3x. Okay, remember minus is taken outside. Therefore, my final step dy by dx is nothing but minus, what is y? Substitute back. I have cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. This is just y. Okay, into, please make some space properly, into, write this term as it is. I'll get tan x plus 2 times tan 2x plus 3 times tan 3x. Is it clear? So this is the final derivative of my given function cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. As I told you, you can use this use the product rule to solve this question or to find dy by dx, or you can also use logarithmic differentiation to find the derivative of this question. Hope you have understood this, isn't it? Shall we move to the next one? Right. Okay friends, we are moving on to the next different type of question. I have, you can see here in question number 11, I have y is equal to root of some quotient function, rational function, that is your function divided by function. Okay, same thing in the question number 12. Now I am not going to solve question number 11 for you because this is the worked example number 30 in your textbook. So you can solve it there itself on the basis of what I am going to solve the question number 12. This question is in your exercise, so I'm going to solve this question for you. Okay, on the same basis you can try this itself, otherwise you can go through the worked example. Is it right? Okay, as usual, whatever the given function is, let me take it as equation 1. So again, regular step, taking log on both sides. Okay, if you take log on both sides, I'm going to get log y is nothing but, I'm going to just change a little bit here. I'm going to write it as log of x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Instead of root, remember the value of root is half, isn't it? So I'm going to write it as power half. Is it clear why I wrote it? Because root value is power half. Now I'm going to use the properties of log. Log y is equal to this power will be multiplied. I'm going to get half into log of x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Have you understood this? Now don't consider this equation as equation 2. Let us further simplify it. I'm going to use this again law of logarithms here. Okay, now log of m by n, you can see the right hand side, this is of the form log of m by n. So I'm going to split up as log m minus log n. Is it clear? Okay, so using it, I'm going to get it as half of, remember this half is multiplied for both numerator and denominator. So I'm going to write it as log of numerator. Okay, log of numerator is again a product of two terms. So log of numerator minus log of denominator. Always we consider this way itself. Okay, this is the basic property of logarithms. If you have log of numerator by denominator, you can write it as log of numerator minus log of denominator. Is it clear? So this is nothing but half of, so use a bracket because this half will be multiplied for each term. If you don't use a bracket, then that means this half is multiplied only for this. That would be a wrong procedure. Okay, so be careful. Now I'm not going to stop here, and I'm going to again use the property here. Which property? This property. Now what? Now this term is like of the form log m into n. So what is log m into n? You can split up as log m plus log n. Same thing here. I'm going to use this property for this function also. See how I'm going to get. So this can be written as log of x minus 1 plus log of x minus 2. Did you get it? Now here inside I'm going to get, in the same case, I'll get log of x minus 3 plus log of x minus 4 plus log of x minus 5. But remember, minus is multiplied to each term here. So I'm going to write it as minus log of x minus 3, okay, minus log of x minus 4 minus log of x minus 5. Okay, you might be wondering, sir, why did you take minus in each term? Otherwise you have to write one more step extra. How? Keep minus outside, open a bracket and write log of x minus 3 plus log of x minus 4 plus log of x minus 5, and the next step you have to remove the bracket. So I've already jumped that one step here. Okay, now remember this will be my equation 2. Okay, this will be my equation 2. Okay, so as usual, differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. So what I'm going to get here, I'm going to get log y derivative is 1 by y into dy by dx, isn't it? So this is nothing but half is a constant, keep it as it is, don't worry about it. Now what is derivative of log? We all know derivative of log of f of x is 1 by f of x, and here f of x is x minus 1. So we know derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 1 is 0. So nothing to do here. Plus derivative of log of x minus 2, similarly 1 divided by x minus 2 into derivative of x minus 2 is 1 itself. You can leave off here. Minus same pattern, log of x minus 3 derivative is 1 by x minus 3 into derivative of x minus 3 is 1. Okay, minus, I'm going to take this term, log of x minus 4 as derivative is 1 by x minus 4 into derivative of x minus 4 will be 1. Finally, minus log of x minus 5 derivative is 1 divided by x minus 5. Is it clear? So this will be my function after differentiation. So I'm going to make small arrangement here. Therefore, dy by dx is nothing but half of, I'm going to write directly, you have to multiply y here. What is actually y? We shall write it directly. We shall write directly y is x minus 1 into x minus 2. Otherwise, again it would be a lengthy step. That is why I am jumping here. So divided by x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x minus 5. Remember, this y is I am multiplying here. Is it clear? Into, write this step again. 1 divided by x minus 1 plus 1 divided by x minus 2, okay, minus 1 divided by x minus 3 minus 1 divided by x minus 4 minus 1 divided by x minus 5. So this is how you can differentiate these kind of problems using the logarithmic differentiation process. Is it clear? Right. Okay friends, we are moving on to the next question. I'm going to take x power y is equal to y power x. This is again a different type of question. One question of this form we have solved it in the previous session. Hope you remember it. So I have either of the product of the function on both sides. It's like x power y is equal to y power x. So first step is taking log on both sides. So once you take log, see what happens. You'll get log of x power y will be log of y power x. Very simple. Now using the property of logarithms, power will be multiplied. So I'll get y log x. Y into log x is nothing but x into log y. Okay. So this will be my equation 2. Okay. Now you differentiate equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, see what happens. Again I have a product rule here. Keep first function as it is. Derivative of log x is 1 by x, isn't it? Plus log x as it is. Now what is derivative of y? We all know derivative of y is dy by dx. Okay, similarly this is nothing but again a product rule on the right hand side here. Keep first function as it is. Derivative of log y is 1 by y into dy by dx because it is y. Okay, plus log y as it is. What is derivative of x? We all know derivative of x is 1. Okay, so bring all the terms independent of y to one side and dy by dx terms to one side. So I'm going to bring this term here. So dy by dx will be, in this term I have log x, here I have minus x into 1 by y. So it is x by y. So this is nothing but right hand side will be log y into 1. So log y. Bring this term to right hand side minus y by x. Okay. So if you take the LCM, you will get dy by dx will be, if you take the LCM, you will get y here, y log x minus x, isn't it? Again if you take the LCM here, x will be the denominator, x will be multiplied to this term, x log y minus y. Okay, therefore dy by dx is nothing but cross multiply. This term will be multiplied here and this term will be divided here, isn't it? So I'll get y into x log y minus y divided by x into, for this x you're going to multiply x into y log x minus x. Is it clear? So this is the final result of dy by dx for the given question. Okay, we're going to work out another similar question of this type itself, the 14th question. So the 14th question is, I have cos x power y is equal to cos y power x. It is just like x power y is equal to y power x. Only thing is the function is changed here. Okay, take it as equation 1 and regular process, taking log on both sides. See what you're going to get. What you're going to get. So you'll get, if you take log, you'll get log of cos x power y is nothing but log of cos y power x. So by using the property, this y will be multiplied, isn't it? Okay, so you have y into log of cos x is nothing but x into log of cos y. Okay, so this is there. This will be my equation 2. Once you get the equation, differentiating equation 2 with respect to what? X. Okay, so what you're going to get? We have a product rule here. Remember, we have a product rule, so we have to be careful. So keep first function as it is, which is y. Now differentiate log of cos x. I've already told you. Now I'm going to write it directly. Derivative of log of cos x is minus tan x. Okay, by hope by this time you are comfortable with this procedure. Okay, so derivative of log of cos x is minus tan x plus, now keep log of cos x as it is. Okay, now what is derivative of y? We know derivative of y is dy by dx, isn't it? Okay, so this is nothing but let me write here because that space will not be sufficient there. Now again I'm going to use product rule here. So keep first function as it is, derivative of log of cos y. So as I told you, derivative of log of cos y, I'll write it as minus tan y. Because it is y, I'm going to write it as dy by dx. dy by dx, okay, because the function is y here, okay, into, sorry, plus, now keep log of cos y as it is. Okay, what is derivative of x? Derivative of x will be 1, isn't it? So this will do here. Now bring all the terms of dy by dx to one side and independent of dy by dx to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to get dy by dx term I have is, first term what I already have is log of cos x, and if this term comes to left hand side, now I already have minus x into tan y, so if it comes to the other side I'll get plus x into tan y. Is it clear? And dy by dx is already taken common outside. Okay, so this is nothing but I have log of cos y already here, and this term I have minus of y tan x, so this becomes plus y tan x. Is it clear? And the next step you are going to find the final result. So once you have this step, dy by dx into something is equal to something, so finally I will write, divide this term to the right hand side, I will get dy by dx is nothing but, you can write it as log of cos y plus y tan x whole divided by, write this term, log of cos x plus x tan y. Okay, so this is the derivative dy by dx of the function cos x power y is equal to cos y power x. Okay, moving on to the next question. I have x into y is equal to e power x minus y. Take it as equation 1. Okay, so taking log on both sides. Okay, so if you take log on both sides, I will get log of x into y is equal to log of e power x minus y. Okay, so using the rule here, we will get log of x into y is nothing but, you will get x minus y into log e. Now one note what I am going to say is, if you don't have any base here, it will be nothing but base e. Okay, that is nothing but base e. Now again we have a property in logarithms, if the log value and the base value is same, that value will be equal to 1. That is log e to the base e is 1, or log a to the base a is 1, log 100 to the base 100 will be 1. So using this, I am going to just write log of x into y can be treated as just x minus y. Okay, so this will be my equation 2. Now differentiating equation 2 with respect to x. Okay, so see, now remember log of f of x derivative is, it is nothing but 1 by f of x, isn't it? But you have to again differentiate this x into y. So because this is a product rule, I have to use a product rule here. So keep first function as it is, derivative of y is dy by dx plus y as it is derivative of x is 1. Okay, so this is nothing but, now this is just the difference of two functions. Derivative of x is 1 minus derivative of y is dy by dx. Okay, so bring all the terms of dy by dx to one side, the other terms to the other side. So if you multiply, now the dy by dx term is x into 1 by xy, so this will be 1 by y. Okay, and this term, when it is just dy by dx, when it comes to right hand side, you will get plus 1. Okay, this is nothing but 1, and this plus term, if you take it to right hand side, you are going to get minus, and you actually get y divided by xy. So y and y will be cancelling. I'm going to get 1 by x. Okay, therefore dy by dx will be 1 plus y divided by y. This is nothing but, if you take the LCM, you will get x minus 1 by x. Okay, therefore dy by dx will be, this y will be multiplied here and this term will be divided here, isn't it? So I'll get y into x minus 1 divided by x into 1 plus y or y plus 1, both are same. So this is my final result of the given function using logarithmic differentiation. Okay, now friends, we have almost come to the conclusion of this topic, but before that I want to give you a small note here. Okay, so I've almost solved all the questions or all the types of questions which could be asked in your examination on this topic, which is logarithmic differentiation. But in your exercise, remember, in your exercise you will find out functions like log x power x plus x power log x, or 1 plus x power x plus 1 power x, or it is like, you can see here, x power y plus y power x is equal to 1. Remember, if you consider this question, right, if you have x power y plus y power x is equal to 1, okay, let me take it as 16th question. Here you remember, you cannot take log on both sides. Okay, why? The reason is, if you take log, you will be of the form x power y, log of x power y plus y power x is nothing but log 1. So I'm not worried about the right hand side, but in the left hand side I don't have any properties of the form log of m plus n. So you can look here, in any of your properties you don't have any properties of the form log of m plus n. You cannot write log of m plus n as log m plus log n, because log of m into n is log m plus log n. So if you have the sum of two functions or sum of three functions as the function per function, then keep this in mind or bear this in mind, you cannot use logarithmic directly. There is another example, check it. Now check this, I have x power x plus x power y plus y power x plus 100 is equal to 0. Now in these kind of questions, you can never take log directly. So you might be wondering how to solve this, sir. So see this procedure. If you have sum of two functions, consider one function as u and the other function as v. If you have third function, consider it as w, and you have to take log on both sides. Separately you have to do it. Okay, so if you take log here, I'll get log u is equal to y log x, and these questions have already solved it separately. Again here, log v is equal to x log y. So first find du by dx. Okay, next find dv by dx. Okay, finally your dy by dx will be, remember, your dy by dx will be dv by dx plus du by dx. So first find it up separately and then you add. Only then you are going to get the differentiation using logarithmic here. So when you have sum or difference of two functions, you cannot do it directly. Bear this in mind. You can also take this example. I have y is equal to x power sin x plus sin x power x. Remember, if they give you this question, it would be a 5-marker question. But you don't get 5 marker from this topic because you have 5 marker from the second order derivative. So They are not going to give this question in your examination. Just know the procedure. So if you have sum of two functions, consider one as u, the other one as v. So solve it separately. Find du by dx and dv by dx, and then add, because dy by dx will be du by dx plus dv by dx. By adding you will get the final answer. Is it clear? So class, we have come to the conclusion of this this class. Okay, so we have completed the topic of logarithmic differentiation in this session. So we are going to moving off with new topics on differentiation. Hope you have enjoyed the class and also learnt it. So as I usually say, keep enjoying, keep learning, and also keep watching the videos. So we'll meet again in the next session on differentiation on other topics. Okay, until then, take care and bye.